I'm just sitting here like a little creeper watching these hogs be jerks to each other. I'm behind this little tree, which is about probably 40 yards away. And for once, the wind isn't swirling back here. So I've been undetected for quite some time. I'd love to open up and go full Rambo and see how many I could get. But on the other side of those trees on the left, they've built up a nice little section of housing. So my Grendel will definitely reach out and shoot that far. Probably wouldn't make it through the trees, but it's not worth the risk of a human life. And there's a few houses on the right. So I'm kind of limited to what I can shoot that's directly in front of me. So I'm going to try something a little different tonight to keep it interesting. But first I'm going to show you my camper because I have a ton of friends that are honestly way more interested in my camper than my hunting. So I'm going to show it off. It's just a regular old scratched up pickup truck with a few dings. I call it my hog hunting machine, my silver bullet. But on the inside, it's a gypsy wagon. Come on in. I have the windows actually that silver stuff in it because it really insulates well and it keeps it dark in here, and I'm hoping it keeps it nice and cool in here. I got the peacock feathers from Amazon. I love my little bird lamp. So if you can imagine, this is a whole lot more comfortable than sleeping out in the woods. I am not at all artistically talented or artsy or crafty. So I looked up pictures of Pinterest at gypsy wagons, and I did this all in one weekend with a staple gun and a scissors. There's no hammers involved, no nothing, just me and my trusty rusty staple gun. My mom and sister were coming for the weekend and I wanted to impress them, so I just kind of worked really hard all weekend. Why the heck would I use white bedding? Because I know myself. Sometimes I'm really tired and I sleep in my filthy, dirty hunting clothes, and I knew if I did that, I would have to leave my dirty clothes outside my camper because only clean Billy is allowed in here. I work at a gym in sweats all day, and then I'm dressed like a slob hunting when I'm not working, and this is just my nice, clean, happy place that's kind of girly. So whether I'm sleeping out on private land or sleeping at a truck stop, I have my private little getaway. I know it's ridiculous, but I do what I want, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. So people will ask, like, aren't you nervous sleeping in there at night by yourself? Like, all sorts of weirdos out there? And I'm like, no. I do believe in keeping the score even. So I keep my Judge 45 on my hip when I'm hunting hogs. And when I'm done, it comes right in here with me, and it's always within an arm's length away. If I need it for any reason, if I hear something on the other side of that door, they're going to hope they don't make it to the other side of that door. Okay, back to hunting. So you know when you see people shoot 2 hogs with 1 bullet? Well, I've always wanted to do that. It was my goal for the year, and it is December, and I haven't gotten it done. A lot of the time people do it on accident or it's a gut shot, but I wanted it to be my regular shot. I like it to be precise. I go for right behind the ear, or at least right in the neck where it severs their spinal cord. Their butt drops out from underneath them, their head goes up, and they honestly don't feel a thing. Just a nice clean shot. Those little critters don't know what hit them, and I don't have to track anything down. So how long did I watch these guys? Well, I had 28 minutes of recorded footage. I watched a bit longer than that, but hey, a goal was a goal. So I sat and I waited, and I waited, and I waited. Oh, but what's this? 2 heads lined up perfect. Yes. Here's slow motion. Honestly, the hardest part is you have to pull the trigger fast, but you have to stay steady and not jerk the trigger, which is pretty difficult to do for me. The next hardest part is not taking a follow-up shot and risking hitting a person or a house. But I'm so excited to have finally pulled this off. I'm dragging him out of that pool of blood and carnage to get a nice clean picture. And here's my very first twofer. Not a big deal for a lot of folks, but it was a big deal for me. And I'm just really excited to get it. And I'm so thankful that God kept me steady on that one and lined them up just right. Could have asked for a better night. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you subscribe and come back. Time for me to get some sleep.